Welcome back. Welcome everybody. If you are new to my channel, this is not usually a motorcycle channel. If you've seen my channel before, you are gonna be like, what the heck is this guy doing? Where are the racers and the knives and the stones? Changing it a little bit. We're really not changing it. This is probably just a couple of videos that I'm gonna be making just of my riding, and I was just experimenting with my GoPro and a nice little ride. So recently I purchased a motorcycle and I wanted to show you guys this awesome loop. They call it the Three Sisters loop, and as you can see in the picture that I'm showing, it they call it Three Sisters. It has the road 336 on the right hand side, 337 on the bottom, and 335 on the left hand side. They're both all three united by Highway 41, and this is in Texas, left or west of San Antonio, about 90 miles west of San Antonio, and the loop starts. Well, most people start it at Leakey, is right there on the right side of the map, the bottom right hand side. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a talk over this video, and some of you might be disappointed because I'm not a motor vlogger, so I do not have the cool equipment to as of yet to talk and ride. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna get into that. I'm already busy enough doing videos here for other stuff, but I just wanted to show you guys uh, this cool loop, and especially for those that are in Texas, that center Texas and West Texas, that don't know about this loop, or you driving by Highway 90 across the vast Texas, you guys can come to this awesome loop. It's not new. This place is crazy, and as you can see, I started the video, and this video, at the first couple minutes, is gonna be uh, played a little bit faster. I'm not writing that fast. It's gonna be times two, so you can see at the beginning, this loop is not that curvy. And today what I'm doing is I'm just gonna show you a video of the first loop, of the first leg of the loop of uh, road 336, and this is the only thing that you guys gonna see in this video. I might make another video, another talk over of loop of the leg 335. I think is the most fun one was 335, but 335 is pretty cool. It starts a little slow. It's not very curvy. So if you're on a sports bike, you 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 can get on high you can get a high speeds in any bike here. But if you're on a sports bike, you you won't be disappointed. About 10 miles into this loop, and so the whole loop is 100 miles all around, and it's connected by the top, as I mentioned, that top highway there. This is fairly straight. You can go I think 70 miles per hour, 75 miles per hour, and it's only it's short, so it's a good rest from the curves. But as you can see, it's going faster. The footage, I'm going about times two to save some time. You guys can see it's great roads. I do have a complaint. Some parts of the roads, although well maintained, that were pretty rough, and you're gonna see in some of the footage that it was really rough. I ride a Harley Sportster 48, 1200 cc's, and it was not too bad for me, but I would have hated in my Ninja that I had. This is my second bike. I've been riding since '06, and I used to ride a Ninja. Now I ride a Harley. Uh, but I miss my Ninja. But As you guys can see, there's some spots that the asphalt is not as smooth as some of us will like. But again, I'm taking Harley turns here, and I'm riding two plus, I mean, 1+1. My wife is in the back, uh, so I'm not riding as hard as I could. Obviously, trying to stay safe as well. But it's a lot of fun. This whole area is not very Texas-like. There's a lot of green. It starts turning greener here soon, and there's rivers and there's a resemblance of mountains. I said resemblance because these are not really big mountains. These are they're hills. I guess there will be mountains. Prior for me to be in Texas, I was in Albuquerque for 3 years, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I rode my Ninja in New Mexico, and the ride over there was phenomenal. It's fantastic if you have not ridden in New Mexico or Arizona. Some of my best rides were over there. Before that, I was riding in Louisiana. Not very exciting, but New Mexico, Albuquerque, uh, Santa Fe, and everything in between there is awesome. So beautiful mountains up there. About 20-mile ride in Albuquerque, and there's like 110 uh, turns, and you go in elevation like 5,000 feet in 20 miles. It's pretty crazy. I think it's less than 20 miles. Don't quote me on any of this, but it is over 100 turns. So you're not gonna get as many turns in this one. So this loop uh, is great because if you are in a Harley or a cruiser or you're learning, this is a fantastic ride. It's great to have a group ride in this road. Now, this road can be dangerous. There are some areas that they get kind of tricky. That I saw some of the signs, and I look at the signs and see the speed limits and all that. And on a bike, usually you can go 10, 20 over easy, especially on a sports bike. But some of these turns, it tells you to go 15, and they're like 90 degrees. You have to bring them down, especially on a Harley. You don't want to be dragging all over the place. But soon I'm gonna be putting it to just normal speed, so you guys can see and feel a little bit. And it's uh, it's a little shaky. I do ride like I mentioned in the Harley, and lessons learned is not as clear as I wanted to. I didn't notice until the end of this ride that I was only filming at 30 frames per second instead of 60 frames per second, and the camera was on the handlebars, and on my Harley shaking so much. Maybe it's not such a good idea. Maybe next time I'll put it on my helmet. But this whole area in Leakey. So if you're coming to the Three Sisters via I-10, not I-10, pardon me, I-90 or 90, Highway 90, uh, you will go north on Sabinal. Sabinal is a little town, very small, and you will take uh, Highway 127. Then it turns into 83, and then this Highway 83 goes all the way to Leakey, uh, and then right there, that whole town is dedicated for motorcycle riding, enjoying the Three Sisters Loop in all its capacities. It's not only bike motorcycle riding, but bicycle cyclists. Uh, Also, there's like I mentioned, there's rivers all around. There's lodging, plenty of lodging around. If you come, you can plan. There are some cabins that are like for cyclists, and that is insane. When I was looking into it, into going, some places have little motorcycle garages, and it was really cool. In fact, we decided that we wanted to stay in a cabin, and we did. Uh, get a cabin, but it wasn't a cabin. It was a full house, and I'll put some pictures here of the house. It wasn't a cabin as I thought it was. A six when I was reading it says 6 rooms. I'm like, man, this must be very small rooms, but this is like a 3,800 square feet house, something ridiculous. It was 3 families, full of kids, and it was a lot of fun. We only stayed one night, and I was lucky enough to be able to take my wife on a ride uh, to the Three Sisters. The plan was for me to ride them, and she will follow me with the kids. She loves this kind of scenery, and but luckily we were able to ride them, and it was really fun. So if you guys are planning to go over there, there's a bunch of things to do. Gardner State Park is in the area. Los Maples National Area is in the area, and the one thing that I didn't like, I wouldn't say like, but the loop is great. As you gain elevation and then you go down, and sometimes it's up and down, up and down. Uh, Nice turns. They're not too crazy, but there are not a lot of areas to stop. There are some areas, but there are not a lot of areas to stop. And you will see in the video, there's a part where, uh, well, actually not in this part. I do stop on the other loop towards for gas, and I stopped to take some pictures with the wife and all that. Uh, but they there are not a lot of places that you can safely stop and relax, and I don't know. Uh, it, it's not they're not gonna put out there like a big tree, or I don't know, like a gazebo so riders can stop. So I guess I could stop. I'm just trying to find some negative into the ride. The ride was actually a lot of fun. Dragged my pegs a couple times, nothing too bad. Uh, but it was good stuff. It was good stuff. So I'm gonna keep playing the video so you guys can see it, uh, and enjoy it. If it might be a little too long, uh, I might actually speed up the the next couple of areas, so you guys don't sit there. But you can scroll through it. It's really nice area, and I recommend that if you are in Texas or driving by or riding by, check out the Three Twisted Sisters. So before I go on the beginning of the Three Sisters, right now I'm going counterclockwise on the Three Sisters. I'm heading north on 336, and when I come around at the bottom of the Three Sisters, on the bottom left, south, there's a little town there. Uh, there's a gas station there. That's basically the only gas station in the entire loop, or area that has gas stations in the entire loop. So if you have a bike like mine, I have a 48 with a small peanut tank. You definitely have to bring some gas in the way. Uh, I got there in fumes, and I didn't bring any of my spare bottles. Uh, but it was fine. I made it, fueled it back up, and kept going. Also, at the beginning of or end, because you can do the loop either way. But if you're doing it counterclockwise, at the very end there is a motorcycle shop slash restaurant. Their burgers are fantastic. I went there the first day. We did some riding to, scouting around, checking the area. And we were gonna start clockwise, actually. So that would have been the beginning of the ride, but we decided to do it at the end and stop there for some T-shirts and stuff like that. Yeah, uh, souvenirs and poker chips and shirts, and they sell some motorcycle gear there as well. Cool ride. As you can see, there has been some people that have not made it out of this loop, and sadly, but and I can see that there are some areas that could be tricky. Deer, there's is everywhere. There's deer and animals. You probably guys, if you've been watching, you see that there are guardrails or cattle rails, and not only cattle rails, but there are deer and snakes and all kinds of animals in the road, and that can get in the road. And then the ones that are in the road dead, they have these giant vultures eating out of them, and it was crazy. We encountered a flock of them, and the day that we rode, it was like clear. This was on a Sunday, and it was awesome. And there was like nobody on the road. Perfect. And there was a couple of dead animals on the road, and there was like these giant vultures that they won't move. And interesting enough, the day prior, my buddy was riding with his friend, and he ended up hitting one of these giant birds, or the bird uh, hit him on the by the front caliper. Nothing happened to him, thank God, and nothing happened to the bike either. And the bird like basically died instantly. It was on the right hand side eating of an animal, and it took off and just slammed into the bike, and then just bounced back into one of the walls. Uh, it's crazy. So if you do ride it here, you have to be careful, and then little deer bouncing around, and some of the animals. But it's really nice area. So I recommend it. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm gonna keep the the video going, and I'll probably speed it up a little bit here or there, and uh, more to come. I'll do the another video showing my bike, and finishing the loop of the Three Sisters. By the way, I got a cool shirt that says I did the Three Sisters, and it has three chicks with the three numbers of the roads. Really cool. So if you guys like videos like this, please subscribe. Uh, if you're new to my channel, check it out. You might enjoy the content in it. We talk a lot about razors, shaving, soaps, uh, sharpening stones, honing stones, whetstones, knives, and things like that. So I'll see you guys later. Keep watching. I'll keep playing it. Oh, by the way, the GoPro was inside the cover, and so the noise of the bike is not very good. So just a little hum. So thank you for watching, guys. Later.